This would be a guide video on Metal Sonic and Outcome Memories, a Roblox asymmetrical horror game. Metal Sonic is a high-risk, high-reward survivor. Without a team or an Eggman, Metal Sonic will die. This video will outline his abilities, passives of other characters, and tech/good strats with Metal. So without any more time wasted, let's get started with his abilities. Metal Sonic has two abilities. His first ability is Destructive Charge, which I like to abbreviate to DC. If you hear DC, it's Destructive Charge, just know that. This is a stun with about 3 seconds of startup. During the startup, you will take true damage if hit. This damage taken will be affected by the 50% damage reduction that you get as a passive. When taking true damage, you'll take about 42 damage a hit and 50 damage during rage. When Metal is done, he gets a boost of speed going at a constant speed and will go wherever the camera is faced. The only exception to that rule is that you can't fly, he sticks to the ground. While DCing, you have dog shit handling. And I really mean that dog shit handling. You're basically a drift car with a turbo on it, and you constantly have that turbo on. If you hit a wall straight on, you will bonk and be stunned for about 3 seconds. During these 3 seconds, you can take true damage. While you charge, you get iframes, also known as invincibility frames, which allow you to not get hit even by 2011X's own charge or by M1s or literally anything that could hit you. Even God's Trickery, say you're supposed to stand still during God's Trickery and you're just moving around with Metal, you get hit by it, you don't take any damage. Yeah, sure, your screen will be distorted, but you can't take damage. Now, when Metal lands this move on an Executioner, you have two options. Number 1, push the EXE into a wall dealing about 30-ish damage to yourself. This stuns the killer for around 7 seconds. Your second option is to bring him as far as possible with no wall stun. This, at the end of charge, dismounts the killer onto the ground. This will do about 35 to 40-ish damage to yourself, and will stun for about 5 seconds. Now, the second option seems bad, but hear me out. Say you're in X's castle. You're bottom mid. There's 30 seconds till the rain and Sonic's on his last life. He's 1 hit, 16 HP. You're a healthy Metal with charge on deck. Use charge to bring EXE as far as possible, and that gives Sonic time to either get off drop dash CD, to hide, or both. This usually gives enough time for the ring to spawn. If he does the invis scan and gets on Sonic, well, Sonic has drop dash now, and that should stall for around enough time for the ring to spawn. And if he, for whatever reason, used God's Trickery, it could always just end up on you again. And now the chase resets on you, with no other options. I personally, if there's no stunners near me, and I'm just trying to escape to get support from the team or trying to heal, I do the slam variant. But if there's a bunch of stunners or survivors around me that are low and can't hit their stuns reliably, I will push EXE as far as possible, making him use an ability so they have a little less pressure on their backs. Metal Sonic's second ability is Self-Heal, or as I like to call it, Heal. This makes you stand still and heal 7 HP every 2 seconds. Metal will heal up to 150 HP or up to 156 HP if you're at certain HP values. Now, he will heal a max of 7 HP though, so you won't always heal up the full, but you'll be close enough to be fine for a bit. If hit in this state, you will take true damage, which is very, very bad, considering that you're healing. Now, hope is not all lost for the poor Metals that want to heal but are being targeted. When near an Eggman, you heal 7 HP every second. Eggman can protect you with a shield, but due to the hitbox shank, it's shoddy at best. When near Tails, you heal 7 HP every 1.5 seconds. Tails doesn't have a shield, but he has a cannon laser. This is a very reliable stun for protecting you while healing. When Tails hits EXE with this stun, they will be stunned for around 7 to 8 seconds. This usually is enough time to heal up to full. Unfortunately, the two passives for those characters do not stack at all, So say you're healing by a Tails and an Eggman waltzes by and you start healing right next to the Eggman and Tails at the same time. Eggman will always take priority due to him having the better heal factor. If you do not have a Tails or Eggman, you have two options. Heal in a good hiding spot, or heal by a Knuckles. Why Knuckles? Well, he has a good stun in the form of his punch, and he has a counter. This counter is a lot more reliable and a lot more better, basically, than Eggman's stun will ever be for Metal Sonic. I have found that it has saved me on multiple different occasions just because he's stood in the right spot. Don't rely on Knuckles though. Most aren't ready to protect you while you heal because that isn't their job. Their job is to go help the cream that's getting targeted cross map. So just know that before healing right next to a random person and then them not helping you as a result. Metal Sonic has a couple of passives. We'll start off with his base stats though, and we'll get into passives here in a little bit. Metal Sonic starts the round with 175 HP. As stated earlier, he can only heal up to 150 or 156 depending on the HP value you start at. He also has a 50% damage reduction, making him only take around 20-ish damage a hit and 25 damage during rage. During LMS, you have a whopping 75 damage reduction, which allows you to slam stun with no punishment and you only taking 10 damage per hit. This is absolutely the best survivor for LMS. The only reason why I would place anyone higher is because of how much time they get during LMS, cough cough, Amy. Metal's second passive is a radar sensor. This passive will play a beeping sound when EXE is close. The closer, the faster and louder the beeps get. This passive won't work if EXE is invis though, so if EXE is by you and uses God's Trickery or invis, sometimes the beeps won't reset and won't till you get near EXE again. So you might be stucking with a loud beep for a while before you get near him again. There's not really much else to this passive, it's just a neat thing that he has in his kit. Metal's third passive is Self-Destruct, or as I like to call it, fuck you, you're going down with me passive. This passive activates upon death. No matter what state you're in, it explodes you and causes the EXE to get pushed back a lot and will get stunned for 5 seconds. Now, there are many ways to play Metal Sonic. You can play an aggressive Metal Sonic or play as a backup stunner, only shooting your shot when the team absolutely needs it. I personally play both styles depending if the killer is targeting me or targeting others. Now, if you're trying to run away with Destructive Charge, don't just rip it right next to the EXE because 9 times out of 10 you will get hit and you will die. Instead, when falling at a certain height, you get a slight boost forward in the form of a roll. You can still use an ability while in this state. So jump off a height to do the roll, use Destructive Charge, and hold W to roll, and go. This almost guarantees an escape without getting hit. Now, when escaping a chase, and you want to heal afterwards without a Tails or an Eggman, don't. Hear me out. Say you've heard EXE go invis, and you Destructive Charge away from chase. Look at the right side of your screen, at the character lists. If no one has a red outline for a while, that usually means that EXE is on top of you in his invis state. The red outline means that someone is getting chased, so if you're low and EXE is invis, 9 times out of 10 he's on you. When DCing, if you're having a hard time hitting EXE, jump. Yes, I know it's simple, but it really is just jumping. You can use this to catch EXE while he's also jumping, or use it to make sharper turns. There's one more thing you could do with Destructive Charge. So that bonk I was talking about earlier, yeah, okay. So I said if you hit a wall straight on, you'll bonk, but who says we have to hit the wall straight on? If you hit the wall at around a 45-degree angle, you will transfer all your momentum into the direction you're turning in. This is hard to master and easy to learn. Hell, I can't even do it effectively. Metal Sonic is a stunner that relies on his team to back him up. If he doesn't die, Metal Sonic will return the favor with one of the best stuns in the game. If played right, EXE will fear you. He will actively try to avoid you. Now I will play clips from some of my good medal rounds, so you can kind of get a gist of what this looks like in a real game. I will put notes on my general thought process during the round, and at the end I will show you a medal LMS. If you like the video, first of all, thank you, and hope you enjoy it as I post more about OM and characters, guides, and just clips in general. Without a further ado, I'll see you ladies and gents, and enjoy the show.
Your struggle is pathetic. Watch out. Get a load of this. Too slow. No matter what you look like, you're still that dumb rodent I have. Too slow.